Hello everybody, welcome to this live session. Fortunately, and I am very happy today because the market has come alive. The market momentum for today is quite impressive, very impressive. I am very optimistic that this is going to continue. Okay, we have a lot of good price action for today that just got us activated back to trading. So we are going to look into a few pairs now to see which directional biases that we are going to be concentrating for tomorrow. Okay. All right, looking into the Forex Factory economical calendar for tomorrow, being the 24th of April, we have interest rate announcement scheduled for the Canadian dollar crosses. All right, scheduled for the Canadian dollar crosses. That means the Canadian dollar pairs are a no-go for us. You must be very careful trading the Canadian dollar pairs for tomorrow. All right. Again, we have bank holidays coming from New Zealand and Australia, where we hope this is not going to slow the market. Usually they do not slow the market. The bank holiday that do slow the market is that's coming from America. All right. Whenever you have bank holiday coming from America, that tends to slow the market in a very significant proportion. Okay. All right, having said that, be careful with all Canadian dollar crosses for tomorrow. Let's look into the charts right now. The first chart in this review is the euro against the American dollar, just like we analyzed before, that we have the possibility of a flat bottom triangle, and chances that this flat bottom triangle is going to break to the downside is very slim. All right, given the long-term level of support. I wouldn't want to go deep into this anymore because we have over analyzed this pair. Chances are that price is going to break to the opposite direction of this flat bottom triangle, but at any rate, we don't need to anticipate price. We need to wait for price to speak first. All right, we need to wait for price to show the direction of that breakout. Anything can happen. It can break to the downside, it can break to the upside. All right, so we need to wait as price is trapped between these levels of support and resistance. You want price to move out of that congestion area. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next pair, which is the sterling pound against the Swiss franc. Well, in the last review, we talked about price being in a triangle formation in the weekly time frame. It's something that we have established already. We called for traders to be careful going long in this pair. It doesn't mean that price will not push to the upside. It can push to the upside, but it is more safer to search for short opportunities. All right, if you want to maintain a high win-loss ratio, you want to stick to all trading opportunities called by your trading strategy for only short positions. All right, if your trading strategy gives you a buy entry given this type of pattern, hey, you want to be hesitant to taking that trade. Okay, but once you have your trading strategy calling for a short entry, you want to really hit the sell button on this pair without fear or favor. All right, today you can see the rejection of that area right there where price made attempt to push to the upside. It was heavily rejected around that area that has been acting as resistance. In fact, that is quite a very choppy area. Okay, we may not, in fact, we will not trade that for today. Even if we have to trade that, we'll be following very closely in the 4 hours time frame, where we'll be waiting for price to take out this rising trend line. Okay, we want price to break below that trend line. Then we'll be looking for the collapse for a nice push to the downside. These are very healthy price action. We hope it is going to continue for tomorrow. Okay, so we are not trading this pin bar. We will not be taking the trade in that based on that pin bar. We'll be waiting for the breakout in the 4 hours time frame. All right, the sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. This is a nice one. Remember, we went short in this pair in one of our later trades. Our entry was somewhere around in there. Unfortunately, we were aiming for price to come back to this level of support for some nice profit, but the market movers were wicked enough, all right, to push price back up, taking us out of that trade for a break-even position. That's at no loss, but for no profit either. That was quite sad. Anyway, right now the bears are back again. This pair is now absolutely bearish. All right, it is very bearish. The tendency that price is going to hit this level right here is very high, and so we are very bearish. We'll be searching for only short opportunities. Just follow this pair for today. We will look for valid entries. If we don't find it in the higher time frames, we are going to look for that in the shorter time frames. It is quite bearish, and we hope to see some valid entries. For now, there is no valid setup, there is no valid entry, so we are not going to be taking any blind entry for now. Okay. All right, euro against the sterling pound. So this is one that we need to follow. For those of you who are 3 SMA traders, some of you have asked me questions, also asking Hector why we're not trading the 3 SMA strategy. That's because the market has not been trending in a very nice fashion. Right here, we are seeing what looks like a breakout setup. Okay, you can see the range. You can see how price has been flipping up and down, and it's about to break. So we'll just take the high of that range. All right, we'll just take the high of that range. Let me keep this within the hourly time frames. Okay, and that is the low of that range. So right now price is breaking free from that range top. If we were to be trading this, then we'll be zooming into the 1 hour time frame, which is the trigger chart, to search for that breakout, pullback, continuation move. All right, trading the actual breakout, trading this actual breakout, but it is quite late. We will not get involved in that because we don't want to take late entries. So we'll be waiting for the first swing pullback. As price pushes above, on the first swing pullback, we'll look to piggy back up, all right, off that level. That is going to be the plan. So let's just keep this for tomorrow. Okay, hopefully we are going to find an entry. All right, the Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen is another nice one. I am anticipating a range that price is going to come back down to that area, but remember, tomorrow is news announcement for Canada. That's interest rate announcement from Canada. Canadian dollar crosses will be affected, and this is one candidate for that news announcement. At any rate, I am liking the hourly time frame, the 1 hour time frame, where price is actually broken off a range formation. All right, a range formation. So any pullback to that breakout point, we can see a fall. Anyway, we'll look at this again in the intraday market analysis by tomorrow. Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc, another candidate for the interest rate announcement for tomorrow. You can see the pin bar right there, but because of the interest rate announcement, we are not going to trade this. I just want to show you and let you know our decision on that pin bar. The New Zealand dollar against the Canadian dollar, a similar one, price reacting off a key level of support. If you combine the last two candles, you should have a pin bar. All right, that's a bounce, but remember again, Canadian dollar pair the interest rate announcement candidate for tomorrow, so we will not be taking any trade here for now. Looking into the Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar, another interest rate candidate for tomorrow. Price is likely going to come back down to that level, and that is why I am a bit careful with the Canadian dollar pairs. It looks like the Canadian dollar is going to be gaining some strength on that interest rate announcement, so we need to be extremely careful. All of these might be misleading, but let's just be careful and wait for the news announcement by tomorrow. Okay. All right, that's basically all. In all, we are likely to take some trades soon. The patience is worth it. Be patient again until we take those trades. the market condition for today is absolutely fantastic. We hope this is going to continue. Okay. All right, folks. So if you have questions or contributions, feel free send them across. We're very happy to respond to them. At any rate, stay safe. Still be patient. Wait for the signal to come before you take a trade. Do have a nice time. We'll talk again hopefully before the London market opens for tomorrow. Bye bye.